Well, hello, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back. I'm going to work with the Cosmo Tarot and the Heal Yourself Oracle cards to get a message. I wanted to produce some content because I hadn't, when I came home from my 10-hour work day, I just wanted to eat, relax, and pass the F out, so I did. And then, of course, then I woke up about half an hour ago, and it's like, yeah, record. I woke up, I had to use the bathroom, and I laid there for a little while. And it's like, record. I'm like, okay, I guess there's a 3 a.m. message for us today. So I'm going to work with these two decks, see what comes out. If you found this message, there's definitely something here for you. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. I'm going to use these cards and allow whatever wants to channel through to channel through. And yeah. So let's see what we have. Like I said, I'm going to use the Cosmo Tarot and the Heal Yourself reading cards. And this could be anybody's reading, whatever your zodiac sign is. If you had something on your mind or it was not even on your mind. And I also got that this message felt very predictive. That's not something that I usually consider, ponder, receive, that type of stuff. I don't really, I know that there's different places in the timeline because all my readings are timeless, right? But when I was setting up to do this video and preparing myself, I felt like this was going to be a predictive message. But, you have to put something in comments. Let me know. All right. What's the message that I'm here to deliver? Show me. I'm just going to use I keep seeing the Celtic cross and the way I do it, the expanded version. So we have the Ace of Cups and the Lovers in reverse coming out in this situation. Okay. I heard I'm not choosing them. I'm choosing me. That's what I heard. I'm not choosing them. I'm choosing me. The Gemini, somebody here, you let go of a Gemini and chose to put your, because I'm hearing you put my love on top, baby. So you put your self-love on top over a Gemini. You put your self-love on top over external lovers. I heard it was a no-brainer. I'm hearing it was a no-brainer. Somebody here has become polyamorous. Okay, somebody here has become polyamorous. I heard that. Let me see. Wild. Yeah, okay. Wild is coming out in that position. And then I hear I drive my shadow with precision and allow my light to run wild and free. Okay. Wild. Ace of Cups. You're like, wow, that was wild. I can't believe they did that. And yeah, that you made a choice out of self-love. And I feel like with the word wild coming out, I see like that what you did was unexpected. Like you did something that folks were not expecting you to do. Yeah, that's what I see. Whatever this decision was you made for self-love, yeah, you realize somewhere you weren't getting the love that you deserve, or there was some reciprocation. It just was not. It was not. It just was not. I heard it just was not. It was not. Yeah. So you're like, yeah, no, okay. I heard you were looking back at the past, remembering different ways things used to be, and you're saying to yourself, I'm not going to put myself through that no more. Let's look at what's the opportunity in this situation, please, and thank you. What's the opportunity? The opportunity is Four of Wands, a new beginning, welcome home, keys to the house, celebration, party time. And then I hear, celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate. Let's have a good time. Okay, let's see what else. With letting go, 4 of Wands. Ooh wee. So the opportunity here is to start brand new and let go of this situation. Yeah. Make that decision about a Gemini, about a lover, about a situation that felt like this is not love. This is a false contract. I thought that was my lover. This is a false contract. This is not my lover. That is not. It is not. Okay, again with the it is not. It's just not. I heard not enough. It's just not. Okay, let's do this. Below you, what you standing on in this? What you standing on this? Where you stand in this? Oh boy, yeah, you there's a chance to let go of something. And it's like the letting go puts you on your new path. This is the guidance that you've been seeing from your life. Is like, yeah, I just gotta let go. Where you stand at Queen of Swords, you had to say some stuff. Okay, you had to make some fine points. I'm here. You had to make some fine points. You had to make some fine points that honored your value, your worth, your boundaries, honey. Somebody finally identified their boundaries. Somebody, I heard you didn't have no boundaries whatsoever in your life, and you're finally finding them. Good on you. Okay. Excuse me. And I'm hearing, once you get started honoring boundaries, oh boy, it's all slip and slide downhill from there. Once you start honoring them boundaries, is what I'm getting. Okay. Let's see. Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Somebody here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Okay, some of you've got these boundaries and you're making this choice. It's like you've gone rogue, you've gone wild. You're rebelling right now because you've been hurt so much in the past. You could be kind of a bitch when you want to, need to, or should. That's good. I'm hearing that's good. I heard, let them call you a bitch. Which bitch do they want to see from you today? Because you got plenty of bitches in you. They better just stick with the rich bitch, funny bitch, fine bitch, instead of fucking with all the crazy bitches. Because I got all types of crazy bitches in here too, I heard. The sexual arts and victim consciousness is where you're standing on. Sexual arts and victim consciousness. So somebody here. Sexual arts and victim consciousness. Let me look at this for a second. So where you're standing on, is there a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person in your experience? Highly sexual attractive energy, somebody who's been hurt, okay, before. Somebody who's clinging on to an idea, clinging on to an experience with you, using their sexuality to try to entrap somebody. But there's a victim consciousness. Somebody here has an opportunity right now out of self-love to let go of some long-standing victim consciousness regarding their sexuality. So you have been in a situation where you were victimized in the past, but now you have an opportunity to let go. You were victimized sexually in the past, and that has really, somebody here, yeah, that has really carried through your intimate relationships. And I see now, like, okay, you're making a choice out of self-love. It's not about the other person. I see somebody who's like ready to stop being afraid of their own sexuality, of their own intimacy, even though there's a lot of hurt and pain attached to that in the past. Okay, somebody here, you're being initiated onto a path where you're about to heal your sexuality. In the past, what did you have here? The Strength card came out. Oh yeah, you are very, very protective. So you're making a choice that to you this is just wild. Like, wow, well, I can't believe the choice that I'm making. You know, but you're making this choice to let go. Somebody here, this relationship you're letting go of came with a person who, you know, in this connection with this person, there was a lot of victimization consciousness. And it's like, but the sex was fire. I heard, but the sex was fire. But this is why, you know, your energy does that. Your energy will be like all on fire for somebody sexually that has a whole lot of lessons to teach you, like, because that's the only thing to draw your butt in to stay there. So of course the sex is fire. Okay, control issues came up in the past, and pay attention to signs. Pay attention to signs and control issues. So yeah, I heard you caught somebody spying on you. You caught somebody spying on you. You caught somebody spying on you in the past. Okay, somebody here, you felt in the past like you were being harassed. So you instantly were closed down. You were instantly closed down to protect yourself. There's nothing wrong with protecting your energy. But somehow somebody, I'm picking up on an energy that has closed down, like beyond what was like the prescribed method, like not only did you close down, honey, but you like sealed yourself off in an airtight tomb. So it's almost like, how do we say this more simply and completely clear, please? And thank you. In your decision to close yourself off because there was some sort of consciousness of victimization in regards to sexual connections, it's like you completely limited yourself. It's like complete restriction. It's almost like putting yourself in solitary confinement. And you're like, I'm tired of living like this. But so there's a fear of intimacy here that's being addressed out of self-love. You're like, I want to be intimate with somebody. I want to have a sexual connection with somebody. I want to fall in love and have passionate sex and all this stuff. But all this shit that I've been through in my past is like, I'm scared. I'm scared because I've been hurt, because people take advantage of me. Somebody was raped. Somebody was violated, manipulated, through sexuality. Whatever that was, and that has kind of like that restriction, that lockdown that you put yourself on. It's like you quarantined that pussy, honey. And you're like, well, fuck, I'm never gonna like, I want to have sex though. You're like, but my pussy's on quarantine, you're not allowed. Well, somebody here is making the choice here to open up their energy and try to move beyond what has happened in the past. Now, that doesn't mean you're jumping into the sack with somebody. I'm not saying that. I feel like this is the preceding work that will allow you to eventually jump in the sack with somebody, because you want to be able to, at some point, enjoy your body too. You do, with another person, not always for the rest of your life by yourself. But I feel like there's mental work going on right now. Maybe even a past a review of past stuff and where you brought. I see somebody who is making a list and checking it twice, okay, about all of the things that you hold in your consciousness where you had adopted this idea that you had to shut yourself down, when in reality those experiences, they were not just those things. They did some fucked up shit. I'm just gonna say it flat out in the way I talk. If you don't like how I talk, bye. This is not your channel. If you love how I talk, keep coming back, baby. Give it a thumbs up, because we keep it real around here. We ain't sugarcoat shit but these nails. Okay. But yeah, you had to, at this time, you feel like I have to overcome this shit, because I can't just keep shutting myself off and shutting every connection off when it gets to that point, is what it feels like. Because of what some fucker did over here, because that was fucked up. Whatever had happened back here, I feel like it was fucked up. I do. And as somebody was controlling, dominating, there could, with this strength card, I'm picking up on a reverse strength energy, which is giving me not weakness, but in this case is giving me abuse of power, abuse, controlling, abusive power issues, power and struggle and all that stuff. Somebody had that, and you would get signs, but you weren't paying attention to them. Got yourself caught up in some shit. You did. And now it's like you're ready to move beyond that. Fuck this, putting myself in sexual solitary confinement because somebody else was an asshole. I got to get over this. So you're looking at each of those experiences. You got a list, putting down all the bullshit, and then it's like one by one going down the list and finding the way to reclaim your power, coming up with, and I'm hearing devising the perfect affirmation to reclaim your power from that what happened. And I just see you put a line through what the bullshit was, and on the top of it, I see with the big black marker, you write the empowering statement over the top of this victimizing experience. Boom. For somebody, that's that. Somebody been looking for, what can I do? What's the technique I can do to free my spirit, free my mind from this limitation, from this restriction, from this intimate solitary confinement? I don't deserve to be in intimacy solitary confinement. You're saying that. Let's see what's in your headspace, what's going on, what's above you, what's in your headspace at this time. Okay, we have the Tower. Yeah. I heard the roof is on fire as you bring, and you, so this is like, this Tower is writing down all the BS, all the shit that you went through, baby, that fucked with your head about your sexuality, your intimacy, your body, your victimization mindset. And then this diamond is where you go through and you cross out all that bullshit right over it. It's like you're replacing this shit in your life. You're like, fuck this. I'm empower myself. This is how I turn this into my power. Okay. And that's like a whole spell that you're doing. In the witchy world, they would call that a spell. That's a powerful intention setting, energetic work. They would call that intention setting. And in the religious world, they would say, ooh, that's a powerful prayer right there. Yeah. That's a powerful prayer right there. So to go with the Tower, we have home. Okay, yeah. You're thinking about changing, like I said, this is really reaffirming what I've said about, this stuff happened at home. This stuff happened for some of you during your formative years. When I think about home, I think about foundations. Yeah. So right now it's like you're coming into this phase of being okay with your body, with your sexuality, with your sensuality, with your desires and your needs for intimacy. That is coming up for you at this time. Yeah. And it's like you're finally at this phase where you're really ready to move through these things, and you're like, because I deserve. You're like, I'm a gorgeous, sexy, whole, gorgeous, sexy goddess. I deserve. Maybe you do deserve someone who's gonna love you, even when your hair ain't did and your makeup ain't on and all that stuff. Somebody here, this story is a little bit different because I see two different type of people in this victim consciousness. I see one who is, as a result of the pain and the abuse from the past, is super hypersexual and now ready to address that and kind of rein it back a little bit, because your body being everywhere, baby, and you're tired of your body being everywhere. And I'm not judging you, but this is your feeling if that's for you. Then I see another consciousness who they completely shut down their body. So somebody, the shutdown was like, there's no boundaries, whatever. The boundaries, like, it's like you shut down all your defenses, no defense. You had no defense mechanisms, whatever. You kind of just, whatever. And where the other person is like, what shut down was their the access. Somebody here completely shut down their force field, the boundaries to protect them, and somebody else as a result shut down any access. So but they're both extremely extreme, like how you can get farther from one than the other, right? As far as the sun is from the sunset, sunrise from the sunset, the east from the west, the north from the south. Like, this is how far these two extremes are, but I'm seeing both of those extremes. So anywhere where somebody who has been very what's the right word, like just very free flowing with their body and their sexuality because of victim consciousness stuff, like they're gonna be locking that down. Anybody who, yeah, they're gonna be locking that down because they're realizing that part of the reason that they've been that way is because they were abused in the past. So why should I even try to, like, it doesn't matter, I've already been violated, so who cares, I'll just whatever. And that was what you wanted to do at the time, and it was no big deal to you, it was like whatever. But then there's somebody else here on the other end of the spectrum who is like not allowed themselves to have a lot of adventures, right? And now it's like looking at the foundations, how this started at home. How this started because somebody got married real young and they were in the same relationship for a long time, and their partner just cheated on them over and over and over and over and over again. And now there's finally this breakaway, so that whole relationship has probably fallen apart at this point, if that's your detailed experience. Okay, let's see what's unfolding in this experience for you. What can you show me about what's unfolding here? Okay, we have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is where you're asking questions, you're investigating, you're seeking and gathering information. And then we have the Hermit here in reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse. Gathering information about, again, so somebody here is going to be looking at something that happens at home and a choice that they're making, and then trying to understand about accepting this offer to not be alone. Okay, can I accept this offer to not be alone? So okay, the experience we're moving forward with then is somebody who has been alone, somebody who has been very solitary, and instead of saying so this is a word magic for somebody here. This is speaking it into existence, awareness right here. Because somebody is like, well, I have to protect myself because, there's a lot of bad people and I always get hurt and stuff like that. You've been saying something so simple. And now there's this realization, like, you've been speaking into existence that you always get hurt. Hello, do you hear me? You've been speaking into existence that you always get hurt. I can't have sex with nobody because blah, 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 blah. I have a fear of intimacy because blah, 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 blah. And it's like, somebody here is going to realize, like, I need to switch up that thing. It just hit somebody like a ton of bricks. Oh man, I'm the reason why I keep meeting these people and I keep feeling this way, because I keep speaking the same thing into experience, because you're living from victimized consciousness mode instead of empowerment mode. And so somebody is going to simply accept the opportunity to say it differently, that you meet the right connections, and it's okay for you to open up, and you are connected with the ones that are in alignment with your best interests. See, somebody here, you're going to replace that out, that I can't connect with nobody because I always get hurt. You finna flip the script on that, and I'm not sure exactly how you're saying it, because I feel like the way I just said it, that's not it. And I very much feel like it's not for me to give you the exact words. I think it's for you to find your words. What would you like to replace that? I always get hurt every time I open up. I can't be intimate with people because it doesn't work for me, or then they take advantage of me, or whatever that was. What is the affirmation you want to replace that with? What's the energy you want to bring in here? I don't feel like it's for me to give that to you in this session right now. I feel like that's for you to piece that together for yourself with the perfect setting, grouping of words that's perfect for you. So Let's move on to what are you doing at this position? What actions are you taking position? Oh, wow. Okay. These cards fell out. I have Judgment in the reverse. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse. And the Moon in reverse. And those all flip themselves in reverse right in front of me. So we have the Moon and Judgment and High Priestess with the Seven of Pentacles in the middle. Well, you're not giving up. This is what I know. You're not giving up. You haven't yet seen the answer, but you're determined to close this cycle and receive the message. You know that, I heard you know that when the question is presented, the answer must also present itself. So you're willing to look and you're not willing to give up on this. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, is telling me you're not willing to give up on this situation. That this is something that you have to, there's almost this energy here, like, you know how people say, well, since you twist my arm, but ain't nobody here twisting your arm but yourself. It's like you're like, nah, bitch, we gonna do this today. He's looking at yourself in the mirror like, you know, we're gonna do this today, girl. We are gonna address this today. We're not gonna run from this, because I heard this is affecting our whole life. Like, this is you and you having a conversation. Help from above. Look, and so is this you reaching to your higher self? You're really ready to close the cycle. You haven't been able to close it yet, but you will, because there's determination in you. The information is there. This is about you processing it, receiving it, downloading it, becoming observant of it, okay? And aligning with the solution. Somebody's like, well, how do I align with solutions? Well, think about all the other stuff where you had questions and misunderstandings or not knowings, and then, you know, good stuff happen. And that's one thing you could do. Another thing you could do is take a clue from the Men in Black, because that technique really does work, which was, in their case, eat pie. Or, you know, it doesn't have to be necessarily eat pie, but the point was, do something pleasurable that completely takes your mind off the problem after you've asked the question. Because pleasure feels like getting the answers. You know, haven't you ever felt, I'm sure you have, and we all have, but can't you remember a time where you felt so much pleasure and relief because, oh, I finally understand something? So the point is to get into vibration with that, because as long as you're in the vibration of the question will remain. You want the answer, you got to now ask a question, leave the vibration of the question alone and let that go. And now you've got to reach for the vibration of solutions, which feels like satisfaction. And you've got to choose that. And wow, I just saw somebody roller skate. And then I hear, good times. These are the good times. A new state of mind. These are the good times. Yeah, that's where you're going to find your solution. And somebody's like, that's ridiculous. This girl is ridiculous. I am ridiculous. And you know what? The amount of answers I've gotten from doing shit like that is ridiculous too. Like, seriously. In my case, that would be like, go chill. And lately I've been into watching K-dramas when I have time, or go do my nails, or go out dancing, or do a reading, or whatever. Reading maybe doesn't count. It does count, but maybe that's too much for you. But the point is, do something that you enjoy. Paint, draw, go for a run, a walk in the park, walk your dog, play with your dog, play catch with the kids, go for a swim. I don't know, what is your thing? You know, get in that kitchen and bake some cookies for that old lady that lives next door, or go help out with the fundraiser. Go do that volunteer work. What is it for you? Go rock climbing. You know, something, put the puzzle together. I'm literally picking up on a jigsaw puzzle. But yeah, so this is about aligning with the solutions and the answers to this question that has been, I'm hearing, plaguing your mind for some some time. Let me see who or what is in your environment of significance right now in this experience. What do we have? I have the Three of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Chariot, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so what I see here is you in your environment. It's like you've been expecting a change. You've been expecting things to change. So what happens is as you release this stuff from your childhood, Six of Cups, or from the past, Six of Cups, boom, there's this Chariot, Ace of Pentacles. I see a new person who is Cancer zodiac sign for some. For others, I see just a new person coming in who comes into your life quickly. Part of the solution. Boom. It shows up quickly. Yeah. And some of you, there's an epiphany happening as you hold some object that comes into your life. I'm not sure what this object is. I'm not hearing, but there's a new object that you obtain. Somebody here, you know, maybe you go get you a crystal. You like crystals. And when I was talking about, you know, good times, that's what you were like. I love messing with crystals. Okay, so you go get you a crystal. You're going to set the intention to that crystal to help you align with these solutions. And honey, you're going to see them. For somebody here, that's what's happening in your environment. And this is about ending the cycles from the past. So show me more about this energy and the environment for you. Show me more about this. Why is this here showing up in your environment? And the card comes out beauty. Again, so the solutions are aligned with finding the beauty in the situation. Oh, God. We're almost done. The solutions are aligning with finding the beauty in the situation. Where this applies to a new person entering your life, this person has to do, presents a lot of beauty, whether that's spiritual, physical, mental, intellectual, or D, all of the E, all of the above, whatever. Yeah, D, E, somebody here, D, E, somebody's from Delaware, okay, somebody D, E, okay, and I heard DEA, not the DEA. Oh boy, you ain't having no dealings with the DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency. Okay, somebody here is like, I'm the DEA. I brought all the drugs to the party. And they don't really fuck with drugs. It's just marijuana. Dude, marijuana is not a drug. Calm down. Okay, that's what I heard. So detailed. If those games, word plays, there's things that you do, then there's definitely something very strong here resonant for you. Let's go ahead and look in your innermost emotions about this situation. What's coming up in your innermost emotions as you're doing this processing work. Some of you, it's a new beautiful person in your experience, and this is why you want to settle this issue, because you're like, fuck, I want to go there with this person, but you know, I've been having issues ever since that one thing had happened. There's somebody here who is a perfect encouragement, because yeah, this is a golden opportunity presenting itself for you to overcome your issues. Yeah. Innermost emotions. The Eight of Cups here is just like, I'm just ready to get over this. I'm tired of freezing up. I'm tired of locking up. I'm tired of being to myself. Okay. Unleash your creativity. Yeah, you're ready to go for it, baby. You're ready to cut loose and have some good times. You know what I'm saying? And there's a perfect motivation. Baby, I can be a motivation. Yeah, you got the perfect motivation in here to get her done. So get with it. Okay, let's see. Outcome energy for you while you're making these. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands. Well, that one last step. Okay, one last step is you actually have to connect. You actually have to go there. Okay, but Nine of Wands, the situation becomes overwhelming. The challenge, okay, of the blockage, becomes overwhelming. It hits a critical tipping point. The situation hits a critical tipping point because you don't want to block it no more. You don't want to block yourself off. You don't want to. Okay, let me see. Show me more about this. Outcome energy, family, and tribe. One of the things that you realize, like, it's okay for you to block yourself off, but in this situation, I feel like you're going to realize that you and this person has a strong connection, and you're okay with trying this because you are received in the energy of family and tribe. I feel like this person gets you. I do feel like this person gets you, okay? I feel like when you have a blatant conversation, a bold conversation about, why I heard you just demisexual, about why you're demisexual, why you have to have a actual connection with the person before you can open your body up to a person. You'll find like this person is very receptive to that. Like they're cool. That doesn't bother them. Okay. But I do feel like at the same time, this situation, this isn't something you're going to get over in the middle of one reading or overnight. This is something that's going to take you time to work through. So as you're in this, you meet this awesome person who's a perfect motivation to help you do this and move through this. Like communication is going to be highly important because this person needs to understand what's going on inside of you that only you could tell them. Because if you keep all that inside of you and you don't bring it out of you, then, that's going to just leave a whole long, lingering question about your intentions. People tend to take that stuff and they turn it towards themselves. So, I feel like it's with this, especially with this motivating person who's here to help you move through these issues of victimization consciousness and sexuality issues that result of it. This person, if you could communicate with them, you'll be surprised that it will serve you much better. It will serve you much better in whatever that means in this outcome for you. I want to push into this outcome a little bit more, and I'm not going to shuffle anymore. I'm just going to pull off the top. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. And then on the, what else? We also have on the outcome, the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So I just see in this outcome energy, it's not going to be like, oh my God, one person's going to come into your world and change your life and now you're going to free yourself. No, I don't see that happening here. But this person helps be your motivation to do the work inside yourself. So it's like you're ready to approach this shit because boom, now there's a new stimulant here for you that actually gives you a good reason to do something about it. So yeah, that's what I have at this time. I don't see you running and jumping in the sack with somebody right away, you know what I'm saying, or and completely opening your heart to somebody right away in your life. I don't see that. What I do see is slow and steady progress that you're making as you confront these things from your past and self-development work, about these things from the past. And you do have help from spirit. You do have help from the spirit. And this is an internal process. This is something that everybody in your world don't know about. And everybody that presents in your experience is not going to know about it because this ain't everybody's fucking business. This is something that you work a lot with spirit to do. And it's going to take some time. So go easy on yourself, and meanwhile, in the meantime, in between time, while you're figuring it out, you have a group of family, tribe, you have a supported community, whatever family and tribe represents for you, you have a supportive community available to you to help you or to also to encourage you and be there while you're in this important phase of self-development. It's something that I'm hearing. This is a very touchy subject for you. Yeah, this is a very touchy subject for you. Everybody doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? And I hear if family members were involved and they're still here and you can work it out with them, or you know what I'm saying? You got contact with them, you can work it out with them. Well, that's a good thing, and if they're not here, some of you are going to address that. If they're not in your physical experience or you don't want them in your physical experience, that's the next phase for you. Addressing where this comes family and tribe energy. Okay. For some of you that there's a key in that's going to help you unlock it, is this something that Is this an energy that is long standing in your line? Is this a energy that, because like, for example, my grandson's father, birth father, biological father, is not in their life. My daughter's biological father was not really in her life. My mother's biological father was not in her life. There's 3 generations. Now we talking family karmic cycle. We're talking from the feminine ancestral line. So is this what is where you're going to unlock that? For some of you, this victimization consciousness and this the sexual issues that result, this traces back through your feminine ancestral line. And some of you, that's the key of information that's going to help you unlock it. Because yes, you're uniquely individual, but you're also simultaneously connected to all that is. And there's entanglements in this. And so I do see entanglements. And this 8 of Pentacles right now is telling me like this is you picking apart these entanglements. Yeah, dissecting them in order to disseminate them, disempower them, to uncreate and destroy them. And you're doing this with the Queen of Pentacles is my queen of self-development. You're doing this for self-development. This is not about, so this is not like you have a partner standing there like, are you ready to have sex yet? Did you figure out your shit yet? It's not like that. It's not like you're doing this for someone. You're doing this for you. You're ready to confront these things. So this is what I have for you at this time, which is going to be 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Until next time, my dear, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. And I'm out.